July the 17th, 2021. Guys, it's not 2017. Sorry about that yesterday. I guess I was having a flashback. But the solar explosions are continuing. Notice your timestamp at the bottom is the 15th, and then right at midnight we had that explosion. Well, they're continuing. Watch this on today's 17th. I stopped it there. Another extreme burst of solar energy. Look at the amount of energy in that one. And remember, the size of the sun is that white circle behind this occulter disk. And when you see these explosions, just imagine the size of the sun compared to Earth. Again, there's your July 13th halo. Kind of go through it slow, just let you check this out. Coming into the 14th. But guys, as this thing turns, we're going to have to pay attention to it. Now, different things affect the sun, from how close Mercury is sometimes, and Venus and Mars, how things line up. But right now, we're going into solar cycle 25. Here's your 15th. We're going to go into that large one right there, massive. And a couple images that were not there yesterday. Look how it trails off. And then the one today. But all of this energy is turning towards our planet. Now, I promised to do a video, a remake of a video from the sinking of the largest fleet on the planet in the 1400s. And I think it was from the hand of God. Really no other explanation of why it happened and how it happened. But back on the backside again, here's stereo images, which is in orbit behind Earth looking at the sun. And you can see, even though it's just a couple of images and it's really grainy because the satellite is so old, that is where the problems are coming from. But also, above that, we've got... this is going back to Earth facing here. 2842 is looking dead at us, not very big. 2844, bottom left corner is coming around. But there's going to be sunspots both in the southern hemisphere of the sun and the northern hemisphere of the sun as we go through the next week. Now, the big blast yesterday that I called a potential kill shot blew off the backside of the sun. The Earth is the yellow dot in the right of the image, but Mercury and Mars in the red right there, they're taking a full blast from this thing. Look at that. There's a color chart in the bottom that goes from blue to through the colors to white to black, and you can see the intensity that's in that particular coronal mass ejection. Now, this one is measuring the best it can, but when they're on the backside, satellites I don't think they get as much of the energy, and so when they're modeling it, the CMEs sometimes appear smaller than they were. Our friends in Hawaii, Felicia is a Cat 3. I don't think it's going to make it to you, and right behind it is a very large, powerful storm that's 100% chance of development. It's moving northwest by westward at 15 miles an hour. It's a few hundred miles offshore the southwestern coast of Mexico. Now, Felicia, which is in the front, is a Cat 3, guys. But normally they will keep moving west and head towards Hawaii. But this one's going to take a turn for the better starting 8 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to move back to going southwest. And it looks like that's going to slow the storm down. It needs to, being a Cat 3. And it does not look like at this point that it will make it to Hawaii. We'll keep an eye on it. But here's the one right here as the sun rises. That's 100% chance of development, and you can see why, guys. That thing is huge. The Atlantic is very calm. And if you have watched hurricanes over the year, they come in cycles, and there's a name for that. I can't remember it right off the top of my head, but it is cyclical. You'll have a few storms come through, then a break, and then it will regenerate itself. So we're going to have to be watching for it. Now, in the Mississippi-Arkansas area that you're looking at, top right there, guys, there's flash flooding going on. You see that in the center of the screen? Flash flood warning. Be very careful. You're dealing with low-lying areas of the Mississippi Delta, the Arkansas Delta. There are flat wetlands, most of it. And so it's not a lot of places for the water to go. But again, guys, I'm working on the 1400 video. And I want to say one other thing. Thank all of you guys for hanging in here all these years. You know, the new channel just broke 100,000 subs yesterday. And a lot of work went into that. And a lot of you guys have hung in there and hung tight with us. over all these years, going on probably 12 years now, and I appreciate it very much. Watch for the updates, guys. A couple other surprises coming your way. I think you're going to like one of them. Anyway, it's a heads up, guys. Be safe.